Here we go. I'm back again. I had a really busy weekend in the Bay Area shooting. I had a rehearsal dinner and a wedding at a ranch in Sonoma County. And then I did 2 sessions. One was very rainy engagement session, and then another engagement session that was less rainy. So it was a very busy weekend, and for that weekend I used the Wandrd Prvke version 2 31-liter bag. This was the first time that I've really used this bag for a full weekend like this, and I actually haven't unpacked it yet and thought it would be fun to unpack it and see what I packed, and also see if I'm going to keep this bag or not. I think the last bag I actually bought was probably 5 years ago. I have a Ona bag that's just a messenger. It's very easy to use, but I was looking for something new that would make sense, and I was also looking for something that I could somewhat convert as a travel bag with my photo gear. I finally went with this bag because it was kind of what I thought was the closest thing to what I was looking for. What is my arm doing? First impressions of this bag, I loved the color. I went with the Aegean Blue, like the same color. Coincidence? Actually quite thin. You know, this has some gear in it, but it's not too bulky like other bags. It also has a little strappy that connects to the other side, just in, and then you can adjust that, of course. Very standard clip, which can also be tightened, and then they're all strapped and secured in. I actually found this bag to be really heavy. Even with the supports and the weights, I think some of my lenses and gear is just like, it's just kind of heavy, and I feel like it was kind of hard for me to carry when I was trying to pick stuff up. What am I trying to say? I probably need 2 bags, but as far as like a 1-bag wonder, this bag was just too heavy for me. So one feature I really do like about the bag is it has a lot of compartments. They're all sort of waterproof sealed, which makes it super nice, especially in the rain. I wasn't afraid that everything was gonna get drenched. So in my top slot, I have rental car pass, sunglasses, some lip stuff, some hand wipes, and then I kind of ended up putting my credit cards in here, a roll of film, and then just little like, oh, another roll of film, then just little like odds and ends that I needed to, you know, play with in the moment. But it doesn't hold much, but it's like my kind of essential go-to pocket. This part also has a little elastic, and in here I had some farmer's market goods. I also have this little pouch that I sort of keep my like other fun toys, some accessory, extra batteries, things like that. This went in the top. And then snacks. I also put in like a sweater, fit up here nicely, and I did have the film camera in here at one point. I repacked it in my suitcase before I left. But yeah, this little pouch doesn't hold as much as I thought it would. A side pocket that I kept dry shampoo and hand sanitizer in. And I also have cookies and trash. But yeah, this expands out so you can fit a little bit bigger of a water bottle. Hidden pocket with clip. Lights. My favorite pocket in the bag is this one. I always kept my car keys in them, and I always knew where my car keys were. To actually access the things inside of it, you open up the main zippy part here into all the goodies. Kind of want to show you how I had it packed in. There's a zippy part so that the top part here can be accessed from the main part, which is actually kind of handy. So I, had my bag in here. All these things I could get when the bag's fully open, I could reach them there. Bottom of the cube itself, I have my Leica M, the Leica Q2 that I did a full review on. Various slats that I did rotate a little better. Things just get a little hectic when you're shooting. So in this side it has a little Velcro. I have my MacBook. You actually don't need a cover case for it because it is padded in here. That makes it really nice. Flap here. I keep emergency money. Cash always talks. Extra SD cards. I have face wipes. Another soft little pouch in here, and I have a chocolate bar. Oh, and a brush. And another roll of film. Various array of pouches for organization and safekeeping. Overall, I found these to be this is probably my favorite part of the bag, to be honest. Was organized and laid out nicely so I could find everything here. This bag does have a side pocket for easy access and trash, but I kept it closed off because I do feel a little uncomfortable having any part of my bag that's like, I don't know, somebody could reach in, or like I don't feel comfortable with those reach around side pockets, so I just kept that closed. That's kind of the bag. The overall functionality for a wedding day in this bag, I personally did not care for. I felt that going to the pocket, opening it up to find my lens that I needed to change, or a light, or even extra batteries in the top, using both ways of from the satchel part or inside, it just felt really cumbersome. It wasn't quick and easy at all. I felt like it was an extra added step to get something out of my bag, especially when I have to work so quickly and move so fast. I ended up just putting one of my lenses outside of the bag so I didn't have to fiddle with the bag during the ceremony. Recap of the good qualities of the Wandrd Prvke version 2 31 liter bag. The color, nice padded laptop sleeve. It is waterproof. It has great shoulder pads. A lot of cushion on the back. It's very comfortable. Lots of pockets, lots of hidden pockets, and an expandable top holds up to its rainproof capabilities. This bag is also very slender, and overall pretty unassuming. This bag, as I mentioned, kind of resembles a giant lunch bag, and you can't really tell that it has a bunch of photography gear in it, so that's wonderful. Some cons about this bag. Even though it does have the padding, I do feel like this bag doesn't really have the proper support. It just didn't work for all of the gear that I have on a typical wedding day. I know it's just like a little con and maybe a personal thing, but I do not like this clip. It feels so masculine to me. I can't even do this. I just don't like the gadgetry of it, and I don't like being a walking brand for a company that's not mine. Even though it does have a lot of storage and hidden nooks and crannies like mentioned in the pros, overall it was just really hard to access some of the pockets. It was a little too difficult in the middle of a session to open up the bag look through everything, zip it all back up. I just didn't like the functionality overall of this bag. Another con of this bag, unfortunately, is it just didn't have enough room. I could do without the words. The idea of getting sort of a bigger bag like this, you know, at 31 liters, I wanted to be able to have maybe like a set of clothes or two, maybe an extra pair of shoes, socks, and my toiletry bag, so I could make a full weekend bag out of this bag, and it unfortunately just wasn't big enough for that. All right, here goes. Will I be keeping the Wandrd Prvke version 2 31 liter bag? Will it stay despite its flaws? The bag will not stay. I don't mean to be mean, but I did make this video so that I could unpack it and send it back to B&H. It's just overall just not my style. It didn't function in the way that I wanted it to. So bye-bye Wandrd Prvke. So continues the search for the perfect bag. It's very hard to find. This could be the perfect one for you. It just didn't work for me. Thank you so much for watching this video, especially if you made it all the way through. I am on Instagram. That's where I love to be probably the most with the social medias. You can follow me at Teri B Photography. And I think that's all I got.